Alright, guys, what is going on? Time to start this episode 9 of our weekly sports podcast. We're just moving along. 9 weeks we've been doing this, and of course, next week is number 10. And next week, we've got a big episode. We'll wait to talk about that when it's necessary. I just wanted to say that a big condolences, or, the Tigers and Red Wings owner has just passed away. So that is pretty tough right there, for the family and everything. But let's get away from the sad news before this podcast goes sad. And let's not, because we're going to talk Super Bowl first. What did I tell you guys last week? I predicted the Patriots were going to win. I said it all along. It would have been nice for the Falcons to win. And in the first half, I'm sitting here thinking maybe the Falcons might just be able to pull it off. They're up big. It's like 20-something to 10. I don't remember. It was like, okay, yeah, it's probably over. Lady Gaga does the halftime performance. Not a fan of Lady Gaga, so I didn't give a fuck. They come back, and damn, if they scored one touchdown in the second half, really did not do anything, and it was the Tom Brady show. Really, it was. And I predicted the Patriots to win. It felt like it was going to happen. Next year, can we not get the Patriots in the Super Bowl again? Fuck. I mean, I'm just saying, not to be rude to all Patriots fans, but come on now. It gets boring, and that's what makes football not watchable for me. It's because I don't want to see the Patriots in the Super Bowl every other year, or every year at this point. So, hey, and I think it had to feel good for the Patriots fans and Tom Brady to feel like, yeah, you suspended me 4 weeks, but who has the last laugh? It felt good for those true Patriots fans and Tom Brady himself. And the memes afterwards of Goodell handing the trophy off, those were pretty funny from some people on Twitter. I enjoyed those a lot. Like, holy cow. And you got to give it to the Falcons for where they got. I didn't expect that this year after the season they had the last time, and then they come out this season and have a pretty damn good year. And you got to think they had 2 rookies on defense starting in the Super Bowl. Keanu Neal, and I forget the other one. And then we had then Vic Beasley, was going to go into his 3rd year. You think about those 3. Vic Beasley, I think, led the NFL in sacks. You just think about that. How good they were this year. Think how better they can be next year. I do think the Falcons will be as competitive. They did lose Kyle Shanahan to the 49ers. Didn't they? I think they hired former USC coach. I cannot say his name. They hired him as their offensive coordinator. So, who knows? I think Matt Ryan will get through it because Matt Ryan's a pretty good quarterback. I always mess with him because how much the Falcons choke. But you know what? The dude is pretty good, and I gotta give him credit. But, yeah, I'll give credit where credit's due. This was actually a pretty good Super Bowl. I got wrapped up into the game when it was on, and I was like, okay, let's go Falcons. I was really in on that Falcons bandwagon. Then after that, the fucking Patriots win, and I was pissed off. Let's be honest here. So, I think next up on the NFL schedule of things is the draft. Whenever I get a chance, we might do like a draft prediction show for my podcast. I'll come in and have a screenshot of all my predictions. I think that'll be pretty fun. So, we'll probably do that one week, like the day or whatever before the actual draft comes out. And, yeah, that was it for football this week. Basketball this week. Former Knicks player got in a fight and is banned from the stadium or something like that. Didn't read much up on it. I'm just paying attention to this Carmelo saga. There was rumors that LeBron said he wanted love for Carmelo. Then there's rumors that LeBron said, no, that's not going to happen. Here's the deal. That's going to happen. Everybody should want Carmelo over Kevin Love. I'm just saying this. I mean, maybe if you don't, tell me why in the comment section. But for me, it's no question. And really, it's time for the Knicks to move on. You've got Porzingis, who is the guy. He's the guy. You move on, you trade Kevin Love, and find a pick somewhere in another trade, a draft pick, and you build somewhere else. Build somebody up with Porzingis. Carmelo's not the guy anymore. I think he needs to play on a team that's ready to win now, and he wants a championship, you can tell. I think there was something in the summer saying that the gold medal, if he retires with just a gold medal, he'd feel like he'd accomplished something or something like that. I think that was the article I read. Maybe it was worded a lot differently. Nah, I think you need and you want that fucking championship. Come on now. And you put him on the Cavaliers, that's a much needed offense boost, especially if they face off against the Warriors. Actually, tomorrow night, I believe the Warriors come back. Well, it's Kevin Love's return to OKC. I'm ready to see what type of reception the OKC crowd gives him. Man, I hope they boo the shit out of him. Just fucking boo just give him shit. Let's do it, OKC, please. Jokic, I cannot say, I'm a Denver Nuggets fan, but I cannot say our center's name. Jokic? I can't fucking say it. He just scored a career high 40 points tonight as of when I started recording this. So, yeah, let's go. The trade deadline is quickly approaching from the NBA. As you know, I did coverage of it last year and the free agency for NBA. So I'm going to do coverage again of the trade deadline. And I think we're going to be trading Nurkic and keeping Jokic. Oh, I fucking butchered all their names. I think we're gonna go after Paul Millsap. Just the rumors we've been hearing for the past couple of seasons is always is Paul Millsap. Paul Millsap. I like the deal for Paul Millsap. Don't get me wrong, it would look good. But where would Kenan Free play? I don't think you put him at small forward. I just don't see him fitting there. I know he's an undersized power forward, but I just don't see him playing small forward. I don't. So I don't. It'd be interesting to see what happens. What we do with him, what we do with Nurkic. So I just want to know if any other Denver Nuggets fans out there, what would you do? Who would you trade for him? It's interesting. I don't know. I've been thinking about this a lot because Denver Nuggets fans don't bring it up too much. So, I guess that's it for basketball. Try to waste some time. So, throw out a quick story. So, my brother's got a tattoo. Best friend's got a tattoo. And, they're always expecting me, like, yeah, you're going to get a tattoo, you're going to get a tattoo. And going. And I'm like, no. Never going to happen. And so finally, I got fed up, and I said, Denver Nuggets ever win a championship? Depending on if I'm still around, you guys, because I might be long gone. Just saying, I don't want that tattoo, but if they ever do, I'll put the Denver Nuggets logo, do that cheesy thing that every fan does, put the Denver Nuggets logo in the year they win. Now, I'm not going to be crazy like some sports fans do. Like I saw the Atlanta Falcons, one of the Atlanta Falcons tattoos says, not gone since 1998, back in 2017, NFL championship. You're not, bro. If you do it too early and you lose, it looks stupid. You've got to do it after the damn thing happens. Why? And when the Mets went to the World Series against the Royals, the Mets fans were doing the same thing. I feel like every team does it. Every team's fans, their super fans do it. I'm like, it's a little. I'm a big fan of the Nuggets, but I'm not gonna do something like that before the finals. I'm just not. No real reason to do it. So there we go. That was that little quick story. I do want to ask Heat fans down in the comments below, how long is this winning streak now? Is it 13, 14 games? Damn, they're killing it. Maybe the Heat sneak into the playoffs in the East. I have no idea. Let's go into some baseball news. We made it 10 minutes into this damn podcast without baseball news. That's a freaking record. We had not much baseball news. I mean, there are some things to discuss. Let me pull up my notes here. There is some things to discuss. So, I think the first deal of the week was yeah, the Kansas City Royals signed Jason Hamill to a 2-year deal worth $16 million. And like I said in that video I'm put out, when it happened, if he is healthy and feeling good, he is a pretty good pitcher. And the Royals needed to do something. I hate having to bring this up, but we all know that Yordano Ventura got that fatal car crash, and we all know that they needed another starter. Even if Ventura was still on, like Earth or whatever, it's just they needed it. So that's what they did. They signed Jason Hamill. There was really no starting pitchers to even go crazy for in the starting pitching free agent. So I think this was probably the best one besides Volquez, who already signed earlier in the offseason. So okay, so next thing for baseball was Mike Napoli signs a 1-year deal with the Texas Rangers. I think this was a no-brainer. There's been rumors I swear, since the offseason started. Well, yeah, I mean, there's been rumors since the offseason started that the Rangers were interested in Mike Napoli. And that's exactly what happened. They signed Mike Napoli, and it's like, why did it... I said this in my video. Why did it take so damn long? Is what pissed me off. These new analytics, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of analytics. To a point. There's some of this crazy stats that just gives me a headache, and I don't even give a fuck. And there's the new ones or whatever, I don't really read too much into this stuff. You don't really look at that power stats as you normally would in a free agent anymore. I mean, look how long it took Encarnacion and Trumbo to sign, and Batista, and now Mike Napoli, and Chris Carter to sign. Last year, they were making money. This year, they're not really making money. Though, I mean, the Rangers lineup is beast. I do like it. They did lose Mitch Moreland and Ian Desmond, so I think they won't be as good as last year, but they still do have a dominant season, and plus a full year of Lucroy sounds good. They got Carlos Gomez, who I think would be a center fielder. Shin Chu, if the dude can stay healthy, he's going to be out there right field getting on base. But the thing is, he's not going to stay healthy. And I'm sorry to do this to Rangers fans. You're not. He's not. I think Mike Napoli would either play first base or DH. And Gallo would either, would go back and forth between first base, DH, and probably go in for Adrian Beltre some days at third base. Since, Adrian Beltre is getting up there in age. Of course, Adrian Beltre, like I just said, third base. Rougned Odor, second base. Jonathan Lucroy, like I said, full season at center. Marza, I can never say his first name. Probably said his last name wrong. In the outfield. Obviously, since they lost Ian Desmond, he'll probably be starting this year. He had a pretty good rookie season. He came on strong, really did. Hit a lot of home runs, and it was pretty impressive. And then you've got Elvis Andrus, who probably had his best season in the MLB. And then that pitching rotation, dude, Cole Hamels and Yu Darvish. Damn, dude. It's lethal. Let's be honest here. You've got the New York Yankees signing a 1-year deal with Chris Carter. Now, this one was talked about a lot. I got some positive feedback from people and some negative feedback from people. At first, it felt like it was going to be a positive, signing. And then we now remember Greg Bird's on there. I don't know if he's going to start now because of this deal. You got Matt Holliday at DH or Chris Carter at DH. But you signed Holliday to a bigger deal than Carter, so I think he would get DH. And if Greg Bird is healthy, I think he had a season-ending injury. I really don't remember. He'd be at first base. Aaron Judge needs to be in the outfield, so I don't think you put Matt Holliday back in the outfield. It's really tough to figure out this stuff. I don't know. Like I said, some people were kind of pissed about this. And he hit 41 home runs. That's the thing, though. I feel like the Yankees need to do something to stay competitive in the East, because the AL East improved. I mean, it did. The Red Sox are gonna feel like they can be unbeatable. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Jesus, what they did in the offseason was insane. Blue Jays did lose Encarnacion, but they did add, so we still look good. I mean, damn it, we look good. The Rays didn't get better. They got worse, losing Logan Forsythe. So yeah, that whole thing there. The Orioles, I really don't know what to say. They got Seth Smith and they kept Trumbo. They're losing Matt Wieters, though, which we'll talk about Matt Wieters in a second. I don't know. I guess you could say they got a little bit better, or they probably might just stay around the same, which around the same was really fucking good for them. So, and then the Yankees, who did add Matt Holliday, Chris Carter, and then they basically re-signed Aroldis Chapman. They lended him to the Cubs, get him back, and they had prospects in it too. That was insane. Best deal of the century. Like, oh my god, the Yankees pulled one over on everybody. I think Yankees are going to be competitive. They're missing the playoffs again, and then they lose Brian McCann too. But Gary Sanchez, I hope, gets a full year. Oh man, in the big leagues. Aaron Judge and I think Greg Bird have to be in the MLB. Three really good future stars of the Yankees. The Yankees' future looks bright. After all these trades, getting all these prospects, you got to think the Yankees are going to be good in the next couple of years. I think they're not going to be too well this year, but let's say next year or so, they are going to be pretty damn good. I don't think they'll be back to the dominant days, but they'll be competitive. I really do feel like it. So, yeah, and here's the deal with Matt Wieters. And all these people who have been signing late. I don't think anybody else is really left on the free agent market. Really, we've got Matt Wieters. I mean, if there is another big slugger on the free agent market, let me know. I feel like there probably is, and I'm just missing one. Matt Wieters is still out there. I thought the Braves were going to pick him up, but then they got signed Kurt Suzuki. I don't know, maybe they still go after him. Maybe the Nationals. I have no idea where this guy's going to end up. You got to feel like he's getting close to signing because spring training starts February 22nd, and it's the 10th of February. We've got 12 days until spring training starts. You would think that they would go pick up, he would sign somewhere. You think all these remaining free agents would sign somewhere. Last week we saw a lot of the relievers start to go because they obviously knew it was getting close. This week we've seen 2 power hitters. Nothing else. So I'm just waiting for him to land somewhere. It's going to be interesting. So what are your thoughts? Where is he going? I have no freaking idea where he's going. It's confusing to think about it. So yeah. I think this all about sums it up this week. So, with that being said, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at EpicMike1996. And if you've got anything to say, to ask questions, if you got something to comment on something that I said, or you think something was wrong and you don't need to fix it, just comment all that stuff down in the comments below. Next week, as I said, we were going to drop something big for next week's podcast since it is episode 10. We are going to predict the MLB divisions. We're going to start in the AL, and then episode 11 we'll start in the NL. So next week it's going to be good. You do not want to miss it. It's going to be interesting. So thank you so much for watching, and I am out. See you next time.